Welcome to the episode of the Sports Lounge with JLE Marte, where we discuss sports like family. That's the theme song, man talk.
On the part.
It's you. You're doing it to me. Man talk off the first album, JLE Experience, on the music copyright and the Mutant on Facebook. I'm your host, JLE. My awesome co-host, Marte.
Hey,
how are you?
Well, you know, I'm watching this Washington Oregon game.
What, college football or basketball?
Yeah, the football. And I thought I was supposed to be rooting for Oregon to lose because they losing as of now. But really, it's Washington I want to lose because I want Ohio to be guaranteed in. But I really like Washington, so I really don't want them to lose. And they winning 17-3 right now.
I'd rather something crazy. The last 4 undefeateds all win.
Really?
You never had that before.
Well, that's true, but if that happened, Ohio not in there, and then I'm mad.
I mean, they got a few championships under their belt.
I mean, but it's been a long time. They always get like right there, and then boom.
They played last year, I think, for the title, or the year before.
Well, they did, and that was a great game, New Year's Eve. It was beautiful bringing in the New Year.
I can't remember last time you had the Final Four, all of them undefeated, playing for that championship game spot. That'd be kind of interesting.
I mean, I get all that nostalgia business, but
I mean that would give a true all them undefeated. You can't say someone got screwed over.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of y'all really is the best?
But it's usually never the case because they always end up having to play each other before. But you're saying you want them to be able to match up.
Yeah, so all of them be, because if they got a conference title game to play, all 4 of them win if it play out that way. Then you will have Georgia take on Florida State. They both undefeated. Michigan take on Washington. They're both undefeated. And then you come down to just 2 undefeateds playing for the national title game. Which, I mean, you still could get, someone still get mollywop, but at least it would be, okay, both of them are undefeated. Can't nobody piss them on about this team shouldn't have made it. They were undefeated. Let's see who really is the top dog.
Well,
then that brings questions about Michigan, because let's say they win or lose the title. You think they'll bring them back as the coach?
Well, before I answer that question, and I know you're really not supposed to answer a question with a question, but is he even able to coach during the playoffs? Because technically the 3 games is done, right? Like they won 3 games without him.
Yeah, but they still got to play their Big Ten title game.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's the 3rd game. So
yeah, like he still got the SEC title game. Like some of the major conferences have a title game.
True.
And then they'll start doing their bowl games.
Okay, so when the bowl games start, is Harbaugh gonna be able or eligible, allowed, whatever word you want to use, to coach?
He was suspended for the rest of the season, and the season is over. Now it's the playoffs.
Correct. So that was kind of what I was trying to understand.
So he should, and that's what brought into the question of, okay, say they make to the title game, win or lose, will they bring him back next year? Or like, we got too many people bugging us about you and this stuff. Get out of here.
Yeah. And to be completely honest, he was suspended at the start of the season. They was winning. He was suspended at the end of the season. They winning. Do we really need you to come back now? And
well,
quite frankly, listen, and quite frankly, if I was Harbaugh, I wouldn't want a motherfucker come back. Now, that's my opinion.
I mean, the thing that, and not saying that the guy that's filling in is not a good coach, All this has kind of made them be on the us sticking together no matter what and locked in focus because they feel
I
like
agree with that.
y'all just
They
pissing on. Who's to
I
say
agree.
next season distractions won't seep in if they ain't picking on them no more?
I mean, I agree with that, but at the end of the day, and I'm not taking no credit away from Harbaugh with that comment that I said. What I'm saying is he's instituted a certain pedigree. Okay, so do I give him the credit for setting them up for success? Yes, I do. But as a system, okay.
Yeah, system do win titles.
Okay, so as a system, they managed at the start of the season without his physical presence. Now I know he still has a some type of connection, whether he speaking to them at the practice or whatever. Like he still.
You can text somebody and get a word back.
Okay, so I'm just saying he still has a hand in, right? So I'm not saying he didn't contribute or partake, but the thing is, he been suspended a few times, and I'm just saying they didn't won, they undefeated.
Yeah.
So when I say, do we really need him to come back? What I'm saying is, I don't think they would hurt as much since it hasn't shown with all of the things that has happened. Now I hear you saying that's because they motivated, they upset, whatever. I understand they now got an additional goal to fight for. I understand that. But you still fall short because you get in your head and he ain't, you know what I mean? Sometimes that coach do need to be.
Let's say they run the table, they win a national title. It comes out he didn't do nothing wrong. They leave Michigan alone. He come back for one more year to try to repeat. That would be more of a test of ain't nobody picking on y'all to get extra motivation. It's just a regular season. Are y'all still that locked in like they are now? Or do you see focus shift? Because right now, I mean, like say, start the season on some bull job, you spending our coach. Wait a minute, for real? This what we doing?
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it didn't alter the course. And see, your point of view is saying it didn't alter the course because now they fighting for something more. You understand?
Yeah.
That's your take.
I'm trying to say a season without scrutiny, we can see did he put a system in place that can live while he's gone. Because right now we can't say it because it's us against the world.
But what was their record last season though? It's not like they was scrubs last season.
They went 11-1, something like that, maybe.
That's all I'm saying. So again, he clearly didn't already shown that. So what I'm saying is, at every interval, instead of praising this man or hold him high to the glory like they would normally do anybody else within the U of M system, they have been finding ways to try and tarnish his name, credibility, integrity, all that. So it's just like, do you really want to come back? Now, again, you should have the right to, because the proof is in the pudding. Like they just scored a touchdown. Well, that's good actually, because I'm supposed to be voting for Washington.
Now I hear that Chicago want to reach out to him to be their new coach. He needs to be the type of man. If he ain't been a part of none of this cheating that they say he did, he come off like he gonna want you to put respect on my name and get in front of the cameras. I did nothing wrong. Because that's gonna follow me no matter wherever I go. You ain't nothing but low down, stinking cheat. And everything you done ain't credible. And you got some people like a Belichick who don't care that they cheated to win their first 3 titles, dude. So badly that the commissioner destroyed evidence. That's how bad it was on that Spygate stuff. Because hey, that's how he came up. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. But he don't come off like he's that type of dude where, oh, Jim Harbaugh, you cheated. Man, it wasn't your system. You cheated. That's why you won all them. He come off like, nah, dude, I put the work in. That's why we was kicking everybody's butt. So I think he might want to stay to get his name exonerated. Then I could be wrong.
I don't know, Jeff. I think he should.
If he go pro and leave as is, whether they win or lose the title game, when they say his name, it's gonna be, oh, the dude that had that elaborate cheating signal thing. That's gonna be said like that's part of his last name. He don't come off like he'd be cool with that if he didn't do it.
Well, I don't even feel like. I feel like when we say Harbaugh now, we naturally talk about what.
You start thinking he's cheating. Like,
we talk about the allegations. I never heard anybody as of yet. And again, I don't have social media, so I mean, I'm just saying from what I've watched, what I hear. It doesn't seem like people is saying, "Oh, the cheater, Harbaugh." I never heard it. Huh?
Yeah. People have been saying it. Their record is fraudulent because y'all was cheating. You basically had someone just zoom in and looking at the coach like, okay, we're gonna run option 2. The running back gonna go left. If that play ain't there, you're gonna throw it to the receiver. Okay. Like, dang, that's because I mean the way they put it out here to us, he like Nino Brown running the card, like, oh, this is how we're gonna cheat. You're gonna go 50-yard line and you're gonna get that
not Nino Brown.
That new Zoom boy and see everything they doing and relay it back to us. Like, for real?
Hey.
I mean, everybody you can watch film and see what might be a call, but you acting like they came up with an elaborate system to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew. Mm-hmm. Like, dang.
Yeah.
Okay, never heard that before. Even though a lot of coaches say it don't matter because you still got to play.
Right.
If he did.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the fact even Michigan brass are more like, I don't know, like this dude anyway. Maybe he did do it. We trying to get rid of him because he get on our nerve because that's been a knock on him. After 2 or 3 seasons, he can be too much for his personality. And if that is a thing with his personality, maybe Michigan is at that point where, like, we got an opportunity. Yeah, thanks, but get out of here.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It has to be like something else that we don't know. Like, usually, in their history, U of M pretty much would back their face of football. I can't think of the last coach name, but
they just on the 5-5.
Well, and I could take that further, but I'm not, because that would just be a whole nother debate on the internet world in terms
Michigan has a tendency to disavow like Mission Impossible when something hit the fan with one of their programs. They ain't quick to say they didn't do it. Y'all lying on them like, oh,
well, no, I don't mean in the face of some type of drama or scandal. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're right. They do try to hide and disassociate. But what I'm saying is, without the scandal, they normally all praise, glory, honor to the alumni in their people. Do you understand? That's all I'm saying. And I feel like at every interval, they just throwing him under the bus. Like,
well, like, you gotta remember.
Almost like they want him to walk out so that they're not obligated to pay whatever was in the contract. Or something. You know what I mean? Something like that. It's something like that happening.
But they back to where he took over San Fran and he built them up. They were going to conference finals, Super Bowls, and after 3, maybe 4 years, reports came out. He's a bit much. We had our fill. Go your own way. But he got y'all at the door of winning the Super Bowl.
He did.
Y'all want him out of here. Is he that much of a tyrant? Is he that moody? What is? that was the story then. Like, wait a minute, y'all were nothing, and he brought you back, and y'all want him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he's a lot to deal with. That was the story then. So maybe there's some truth to his personality trait.
Yeah.
After 3 so years, he's a lot to deal with, and now they're finding something fell into their lap to say, "Oh, we can push him over there."
Mm.
And he's right. There ain't been no type of, "Hey, he's awesome. We beat Ohio State like that's normal." Blah blah blah. But you ain't never had a coach do that,
right?
And you don't hear that praise. More like that's cool, but you gotta go. Somebody, I don't know, the dude throwing chairs at somebody or yelled at everybody.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, what is happening behind the scene? You understand? Something is happening that ain't been brought to the light just yet. Okay.
I mean, they fired coaches before that couldn't beat Ohio State. Like, you got to get out of here.
That's something.
You got one job. Beat Ohio State. You can't even do that.
It's almost like they trying to make him mad enough to say, you know, he threw his hands up like, all right, I'm tired. I'm gonna just walk away.
And now he got Michigan in the national title conversation. You ain't seen that since '97 that won with Charles Woodson. So I'm like, that's something. Y'all was just Michigan. Well, nobody expecting y'all to be playing for the playoffs.
So it's just like I don't understand. They don't. So, like, I think what you just said rings some truth. You see what I'm saying?
It might be his personality. It's a lot to deal with.
It has to be.
They ain't showing no love like they should.
Yeah.
And he didn't squeak by Ohio State. He beat them. You know, like, we beat you. 1-0, 1.0. We won that. Ain't no, man, it's more like the season gonna be over with. Y'all ain't played for the title yet. When you get there. But if he do leave, they're gonna miss it when he gone. Because he built it back up. So if he built it back up truly, do not deviate from what he put down. Y'all gonna go right back to being a bottom feeder.
Yeah.
You might win 10 games, but you ain't gonna sniff no national title. And then you're gonna see the reverse. Well, y'all had a coach that had y'all sitting right there looking at the title game, and y'all didn't want this dude. Then he's gonna be vindicated. Right. Because I mean, you got me almost what the national champion win. If you win, you get what, 30-something million, and your conference get 30-something million. So I mean, that's a lot of money. I could tolerate this dude. If we gonna get 30 million just for our athletic department, and the conference and they spread that amongst themselves, right? What we can do with 30 million? But it's weird. Now, the Cowboys won yesterday in the shootout with Seahawks. That moved.
The Seahawks should have won, Lord.
Oh yeah, you forgot you're a fan.
I don't know what happened, Lord.
But they moved to 9-3, and the Niners play the Eagles and the Lions play this week. So all three of them were 8-3.
Who the Lions play?
That I forgot to look up, but I can look it up right now. NFL schedule. Oh, that's the game of the week. 425. We play the Saints.
Okay.
Should win, but given the Cowboys won, and let's say 49ers beat the Eagles, that'll drop the Eagles to 10-2, and now them and 9-3. Detroit can't lose because now these teams caught up to them. You can fall to fourth. Compared to they had the second seed, kind of y'all in a good spot. Just keep winning. Now these teams
up. Look, I wonder what Jonathan feel about that.
The last post I put up about them after that last loss, they're not mentally on championship mode.
Right.
To me, they still happy to be here.
Yeah.
Because after that Ravens loss, which from there, they tested to see how good they were. And now they're the number one seed right now in the West, AFC. So that's just a good example of this team who was so. Y'all came into town, the whole league talking about y'all. Y'all lost Super Bowl to see how good we are. And they took that win and rolled that to the number one seed in the AFC. Compared to the Lions sitting here. Yeah, we nice, we doing stuff, but every game for the rest of the season is somebody's Super Bowl. There's no quarters to take off.
Period.
At all.
Look, Jeff, while you saying all that,
I don't know what their issue is.
Look, talk directly into the camera. Talk to your team, Jeff. Shit, get them motivated.
I don't know if y'all hit these strip clubs, these bars, you smoke too much weed, too much drinking, or you damn stupid. You are not mentally looking at you have a chance to play for a title. Everybody coming for you.
Period.
You can't take no plays off any game the rest of the season.
Period. Act like this the playoffs, okay? You can't lose.
You are the measuring stick for whoever you play because y'all still in the thick of it to get one of the top two seeds. So you're their Super Bowl. You can't come in here saying, like they play Green Bay. They down by 20? What the? You just beat them. What are y'all thinking? And I know the coach guy be telling them, dude, it's time for you to level up mentally and think like a champion. Everybody coming for you. You ain't even ready for the Eagles. You might get embarrassed because y'all coming out here one game, hold people 17, next game give up 35. No. A grown man defense decides early on in the season, we kind of averaging keeping people under 20 points. That's what we need to do for the rest of the damn season. They're going to respect us. They don't do that.
They inconsistent again. It's like,
good wins are going to die. Same old Lions. They ain't that hungry like they claim to be if they don't get their act together.
That's all I'm saying. It's like they didn't took some time off mentally or some shit. I don't know.
They had a bye week, so you had time. I'm pretty sure the coach keep throwing out there. It's time for you to focus. It's mental now. Right. Do you want to play for a Super Bowl or not?
Period.
Everybody, you're their Super Bowl the rest of the season. So that dude, that's a slacker. He live at the strip club. Y'all coming to town. That dude diving for everything. He ain't quitting on no play because his job on the line.
Period.
Because you one of the best teams in the league. So we're going to evaluate, do we give him a new contract or we get rid of him? I know the coach got to be telling these people this. The whole world is saying it. And you let the Cowboys pass you. And hell, don't let the 49ers beat the Eagles. They didn't pass you. They all now think you better not lose to the Saints and you 8-4. Now you dropped the 4. And they were saying maybe you can get the number one seed. Like, dude, it does matter to have some home games in the playoffs.
It do.
Y'all a dome team. Even though we need a ceiling because we get -10. Y'all should play in them elements. Not be so damn comfortable. Y'all might be tougher than what y'all are because it don't make no sense. We got the best football weather, and y'all don't have just a smidgen of it open so y'all can know what the elements feel like come January and mollywop everybody.
Well, I do personally appreciate that this stadium is closed in because one time, maybe that was my first time being at Ford Field because I layered up like I needed to, like I was about to be in the elements, and then I got in there like, oh.
I mean, you can do at least for the first quarter. Just let it be open. Let them.
I didn't even need all that.
Or if you ain't gonna do that, the Lions should practice nonstop in elements. So they're more accustomed to playing outside than inside in the dome. Because dome teams don't really go far in the playoffs because it's too comfortable. Then you go to Philly, Green Bay, where
now you talking about they too comfortable.
You over here like these, like what the hell?
Look,
You ain't playing no elements.
You only saying that because now they done lost 3 games. Now when they were winning,
that's always been a thing. Even before, when they were going to playoffs, they go play somebody in the cold. You get mollywopped because you in the dome. The only counteract it is you practice in the elements that you're going to come across in the playoffs. Because most other teams play outside. So if you playing Green Bay, Philly, Washington, one of them teams, it's snow out there. It's 10 degrees.
Listen,
cold.
The enclosure is for the fans. Nah, shit.
Yeah, but hey, fans buckle up. They got the warm comforters.
Listen, I was watching one game. It was raining cats and dogs, as they would say, and I don't even remember what game that was.
Got fans had umbrellas. They
was ready. I was like
out there.
No, I would have had to go up to the
even Kansas City plays in the elements, and that stuff do matter if you're warm, like say Miami, for example. If they play Kansas City in the playoffs, you live in the 70 to 80 degree weather, and now you come to Kansas City in January. It's -5. And you look on the sideline, you see them like this. They already know they got you beat because your man thinking about, man, I'm cold. Like, we playing this all the time. This ain't nothing. Give us the ball. We're going to run the ball. Because them hits hurt a little harder when it's cold.
Yeah.
Anybody play football out in the streets back in the day and you had a cold city you played in, hey, man, don't hit me. That hurt. And you see the difference. But hopefully they show they're not the same old sorry Lions. They can mentally mature and focus on being a championship-minded team and understand the landscape. Everybody's coming for you. Mm-hmm. The moment that they hike the ball is Super Bowl. If they come at you like you they Super Bowl, damn it, you are Super Bowl. Because we mad, they really shouldn't have 3 losses, honestly. They should be mad with the Eagles 10-1, honestly. But they had them stupid.
The one that they lost in overtime, where he finally had his record, his little perfect record interrupted, and then they fought their way through overtime, but then they ultimately lost. Now I feel like maybe that's the game they should have won. That was one of
they shouldn't have lost to Green Bay. You
should beat them. True, and again, the last two was almost like it wasn't the Lions. It was like, what happened?
And then you can argue with the Ravens.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't come to play.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all didn't come to play at all. Y'all just figured y'all was gonna beat them.
Exactly. The Packers was last, and the Ravens was just before them. In terms of they losses. So that's what I'm saying. Them last two, they really deserve those losses because they really didn't show up and show up.
I think they lost to the Seahawks. They shouldn't have lost that one.
Oh, they lost to the Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the overtime game. Exactly. Yes.
I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, that's the game. You could really argue if they was a focused, mature team, you should be undefeated.
Right.
Maybe you still lost to the Ravens if you came in there like they're still the Ravens.
Right.
They won Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
They have a culture of championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
No.
But they ain't thinking like that. They're like, ooh, we're the Lions. We sweet. We pop our cut. No, dude.
Yeah, it didn't went to their head a little bit.
Damn all that they saying on your goal is February. Are you going to be one of the participants in that Super Bowl? That's the purpose. If your purpose ain't to play in February, get the hell off this team. And if we don't have a leader, maybe one will emerge that is saying that all the damn time. If you ain't to play in February, take your sorry ass somewhere else. That's the purpose of the Lions. We need to live in that house that the Cowboys and 90s called their home, the Super Bowl. That need to be our second house. Damn the season, damn the playoffs, that's our house right there. Wherever it's played at, we got drapes, we got some new wine up in there, boy. That's where we need to live, in the Super Bowl. And all people that want a Super or any type of sport title have said you got to get to that mental mindset.
You do.
That's where we going. And if you ain't on board, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a coach say that. We got this. If you ain't trying to do that, get the hell off this team. Because you make crap more money, get more opportunities if we playing for Super Bowls. So if you love women, strippers, whatever, you're going to have more and more if you're playing for Super Bowls. Because all this love they get right now, next year they could be 0-10.
Yeah.
Y'all suck like you used to.
Hold on. What you say? Save all them shenanigans for when you become a Super Bowl champion. You can get way more, Lord.
Absolutely. You're going to guarantee a TV show deal to be on Fox or ESPN, one of them, because you either made it to a Super Bowl or you won one. So now you got retirement options because you know what you're talking about. You made it that far. But you just happy that the people saying the Lions don't suck. You're a football player. You made it NFL. You ain't supposed to suck. Get that out your mind. Like we had the other guys, our coach. Before I forgot his name, when we had Sue. He was trying to bring that attitude. We're supposed to make the playoffs. We're supposed to win our division. You don't get happy over this crap. That's the mindset. We need to play for Super Bowls or get off this team. And I don't care who. I don't care if we beat someone 100-0. The next time we play them, you better not come to this arena like, oh, we got them.
We got it.
That was that game.
Right.
It's a reset. That dude might be hitting. He might have been jogging through the up and down the bleachers for the last 3 weeks, waiting to play all again. Now his stamina is on Superman level. He ain't gonna get tired. And y'all like, man, we got this in the bag. We got him. And it's 45-10 at halftime. Like, what happens? You ain't come ready.
Yeah.
Because the Packers beat them the way they did. Like, dude, you making Gerald Love look like the second coming of Aaron Rodgers. Stop it.
He's been doing pretty good though here lately.
He just got mollywopped a week ago. I saw that. Like, dang, he got mollywopped. And he
didn't play that was a week ago because I could have sworn they didn't win the last like 3 in a row.
It was like comeback late wins. It wasn't no dominant performance. But against us, he looked like
a win is a win.
No, not in the NFL. You know, you win at the end of the game. That's like, oh, that's luck. But what they did to us, that's more like, oh, dang, they came on the first quarter, put their foot on your throat, and they didn't move it. And you didn't have to move it off of it till you just let them put their foot on your throat for 4 quarters, and you didn't move. Like, damn. And they was in your house? Your mom and your wife been watching that game?
I mean,
you okay with that?
At the end of the day, as soon as one of these other Lion faithfuls that I know was saying, "Oh, it's Green Bay, we got it," I said, "Nah, don't say that now. Don't do that."
Even when they win, I'm like, why does defense giving up 30 points? Well, that's the problem.
Again,
Jeff, you tripping? Like, no, because I watched great teams win Super Bowls. Defense set the tone. If we're averaging 13 points, that's our average for the damn season. You get 21, we got all these games. We're going to Super Bowl. But that's focus. And that started intimidating.
Again, I think the accolades of everybody talking about them, saying, oh, the Lions might do it. They might go to Super Bowl. Lions. And then you go into other people's stadiums, they cheer and go, let's go, Lions. It went to their head. I'm just saying.
I have to agree because right now, they're not coming out of NFC.
Period.
Even if they go to the conference finals, they're not coming out. I don't see no mental maturity that they taking this thing that serious. And I ain't gonna start hearing people talk about the Cowboys are back. Like, no, they're not. They got Dak as a quarterback. Stop it.
Yeah, they done got a little too cocky. So
now 49ers, if they healthy, that's when you gotta watch out for.
Well, I don't know why you trying to talk about the 49ers. I was the one saying, I think 49ers gonna go. And you had
but they got hurt.
Step off Shanahan because you a hater with Shanahan. So now all of a sudden,
but he still got to prove he got some guts.
Watch out, y'all better. They might watch it. They might
make it. He got to prove he got some guts when it comes to the Super Bowl.
Here we go.
He ain't gonna be Mr. Conservative.
Here we go. Now he flipping again, Jeff. What side of the fence you gonna be on? What side?
I'm always on the right side of the fence.
You gonna cheer for the 49ers and say they might have a chance, or you gonna sit here and hate on them?
Did they players start getting hurt for a minute? That's why they started losing. They got a championship caliber team.
Here we go.
The only question I said then that I still say now, will he be a coach to have the guts to not be conservative in the Super Bowl?
Jeff, quit riding the fence. Either you gonna rock with the 49ers, like I've been rocking with them, or you gonna sit here and flip-flop.
He's the coach. I can't rock with him when they got the cowardly lion running the team.
Here we go.
I can't rock with it.
Here we go.
I done seen this dude get comfortable. Atlanta Patriots, 28-3. We got this in the bag. We're just going to run the clock out. Lose. Up 10 points against Kansas City. 5 minutes left. We got this. Let's just be conservative. Lose. You're supposed to put your opponents on the Super Bowl.
Why you bringing up old shit?
Because that's a fact of what he's shown with his play calling when he get a lead in the Super Bowl. So like you said, you need more from the Lions and golf. I need to see a killer. Coach, we up 31-3. I need 80. That ain't enough. Oh, damn, we ain't playing. No, we ain't playing. I need to see that. And he might run up 2 titles in a row. Because he's a hell of a play caller. But for some reason, he's shown twice.
Look.
Dance. I don't want to embarrass nobody.
America, I just want y'all to see this flip-flop live in action. In the same breath that he give this man a compliment, he insults him. 2 things can be
equally true. He's a hell of a play caller, and he get conservative.
It's an oxymoron. It don't make sense.
No, it's not.
It's either,
you have a lot of
either left, right, black, white. It's one way or the other.
Football. You have a lot of coaches do that. They get a lead. They get conservative. We don't want to make no mistakes. Just run the clock out. And a lot of situations, they lose.
Here we go.
Because when they play defense, they play prevent. Prevent defense, you're going to get them 10 yards up the middle of the field. Nothing outside. And in doing that, they might get a breakaway. Dude run for a 40 yards touchdown. Now they back in the game. Because you stop coaching. We're conservative. We don't want you to fumble the ball. We don't want no interceptions. No, you go for broke.
People, this is what flip-flop looks like.
No, it's not.
Live in the fact.
This is 2 things can be equally true.
No.
Yes, it is.
No. It's
all you need to do is just go watch Jimmy Johnson.
Listen, it's
just go watch Jimmy Johnson when he won his championships with the Cowboys and how he ran that damn score up.
Contradiction.
Hell, watch his daddy when he won with the Denver Broncos. He ran that score up. Ain't no conservatism.
Here we go.
Leave Coach Boone from Remember the Titans. Leave no doubt. Run it up. That's what great coaches do. Ain't no conservatism.
Here we go. Jeff, you either rocking with the 49ers like I've been rocking with them since the beginning.
First
or
off,
you want to be
I was a 49ers fan when they had the great quarterback of Joe Montana. You probably ain't born yet.
Listen, I know who the hell Joe Montana is.
Nah, you don't know about the Dark Knight. You don't know about him.
I know who that man is.
No cool, greatest quarterback ever.
Him and Jerry Rice. Nah.
You don't know about that.
Okay.
You know about my 49ers.
You don't know nothing about that.
We were doing
Look, again. Here you go want to flip-flop again. Nah.
Because they traded away my quarterback. I stopped liking him.
Here we go.
You know something I just found out?
What?
He wanted to come to the Lions back then.
Montana?
And they didn't want him.
What?
They went to Kansas City. That blows my mind.
Now that's a revelation.
And you didn't want to be him. He almost took the Kansas City Chiefs to the Super Bowl '94. Like, really? And we had Barry Sanders? And you didn't want him? You idiots.
No, I didn't know that.
Joe Montana and Barry Sanders, Super Bowl. 2 of them.
Well, I watched that Barry Sanders special.
What's that? Scott Mitchell, he was hating on it.
Yeah, but for me, it explained a lot of things because back then I wasn't all into football like that when Barry was there. I wasn't, and so
I became a Kansas City fan after that.
Yeah, it explained a lot though for me.
And they were doing it because they had Steve Young. Mm-hmm. So it's like, well, we got the heir apparent. You got hurt. We don't know if you still got it. You get out of here. We got him. Mm-hmm. And we got, was it Elvis Gerback? It was someone else waiting to win. Because for a while, they had great quarterbacks. Right. So, you get down, we got him. But he showed everybody he was still Joe Cool. Mm-hmm.
Only Jonathan, Lord.
That's how you feel about Scott Mitchell, huh? Well, he's the only one I know that had an issue with the Barry Sanders doc they got out. I guess they painted him in a bad light or something. I ain't watching. But he definitely
like he was anti and almost they was kind of almost making him out to be a bad guy, like how they was trying to do Beast Mode.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you're not that friendly, you're not that sociable. People gotta hunt you down, and then when they do finally track you down to do an interview or a post conference or whatever, you ain't got nothing to say.
Well, maybe an introvert. Some people called it that back then. Maybe one of them types that be to themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, Ricky Williams. He used to wear a helmet in interviews because he had anxiety talking in crowds. When he started smoking weed.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know how I was about being on the net, having social media, all that.
I had to drag you to the light.
Okay, so again, it's just
y'all gotta go back to watch our audio when we first started. At least like 7 episodes before I finally got it on camera.
Listen, because I ain't for all of that. I mean, some people just meant for it, right? And some people they got to grow on it.
Yeah. Hey, I was terrified when I first did it, but
boom. So that's all I'm saying. Like, and I totally understood what he was saying. Like, people want you to automatically move into the role of fame and notoriety and all this. And he like, but I really didn't want that. And people looking at him like, but you didn't know you signed up for that though. He like, no. Like, I'm a simple guy. I came from, I think.
Some people don't think about that aspect of it, especially
they don't. Look, everybody can't be Prime coming into the spotlight. He loved it. I mean, again, some people love it.
Yeah.
Some people it has to grow on, and other people won't know parts of it. Like, so especially, at least he should be lucky he did not come out in that era with social media and constant.
Yeah, we did win some games with Scott Mitchell's quarterback.
I'm gonna tell you something. That probably would have broke him all the way down.
Yeah, I do remember winning some games with him. It wasn't like he was a total bum type deal.
I mean, he's not. I don't have any recollection of him.
Yeah, because I remember he took over when Dan Marino retired, but Miami had a great year too, and we signed him to like 20-something million back then. Which back then that was like stupid money,
right?
And we were 9-17 or something with him. Mm-hmm. Not what you have thought getting him. Like, okay, we're gonna go to playoffs. We're gonna be top seed. Mm-hmm. But it didn't like we went 0-16. So I'm like, what happened in the locker room for y'all to paint him in that light? And we didn't really talk about those social cues of introvert, extrovert. Some people, I mean, hell, people didn't like Kobe on Lakers team. Like, he didn't really hang around everybody. He was just all about basketball.
And that's what everybody ain't goddamn social. Shit. And you got to just be able to accept people where they at. That's the bottom line. Got him. Touchdown.
Yeah. But then you can learn and adapt. But when Kobe did win his last titles, he did start opening up and they started doing team bonding stuff where they got cool and won some titles. Because people got to feel that connectivity to you. Oh. For real, John?
John, tell us what you really think. Hold up. Just when I had spoke his ass up, talking about now where's John when you need him? Talking about these goddamn Lions, and here his ass go. Lord, we done got him started. Jesus.
He did win some game for us, man. He wasn't a total bum.
Well, to his
I do remember that.
Hold on, John, to your credit, I don't even know who the fuck Scott Mitchell is. I ain't gonna even lie. That's how memorable he was.
Fan back then.
Listen, that's how memorable he was not for me. So I'm just saying, I don't even know.
You are not gonna say that defense when they let Jordan Love candy ass beat him on Thanksgiving. Stop it. Tell them to get that finger licking mindset to be a champion.
All right.
And then we'll be awesome. They got a golden opportunity.
You know they garbage.
I'm gonna look his record up now because it's just too much disrespect.
Hold on. Matter of fact, let me look him up because I don't know this man. Hold on.
Record with the Lions.
All right, he look familiar.
Yeah, he's a little chubby now. He's real
Hold on. You said a little shit.
He got older, man. He's 55 years old.
Jeff, did you say a little?
Old, man.
Oh, nah.
What was the record?
Because the first picture that came up, I was like, okay, his face looked familiar.
Now he played with us in 94,
I was like, hold on. Oh, he was on The Biggest Loser. So he did something about it. So kudos to you, Scott. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember him, but he wasn't memorable. But I remember him.
It's hard to pull it up right now. I'm gonna have to find it. We did win games with him though.
Hold on, but you can't find him.
I'm trying to find it. One more time.
Yeah. You can't find it.
Win, lost, record.
Come on, we won some games, but I can't find it. Yeah.
He did win some games.
Hold on, you still looking?
I found it. He did win some games. He did.
What game?
He was 27-30 and 0-2 in the playoffs. But he did win some games. He just won 5.
Hold on. 27-30.
Yeah, he got a losing record. 0-2 in the playoffs, but he did win some games.
Oh, okay.
He there's some below average quarterbacks right now. What we talking about? Yeah, I found 27-30.
27-30.
I mean,
yeah.
Now I'm not a big fan, but he didn't go 0-16. So put a little respect on that man's name.
Hold on.
He didn't do that.
You should have been embarrassed to even recite that record. I'm just saying.
But he won some games. That's winning some games.
Oh, okay.
It ain't like he was 1-50. You know, if you watch this stuff my brother's saying, you'll think, oh, we was like 0-1,000 with this dude, but he won some games.
But see, it ain't even about all that. It was about the fact that
y'all got the playoffs.
Listen, you mentioning this man's name, I'm like, he brought no recollection for me. And then I have to pull up his face to say, okay, he looked familiar.
98, were you even watching sports?
98, yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't even call that. I was at your house all the time.
This is why he was memorable. By face. Okay? Face only.
Y'all got jokes.
I'm just saying.
You got this dude just the angry Lions fan tonight.
Yeah. Oh, Oregon then woke up, Lord.
That's hilarious. That's like when they say Wayne found some people and start screaming and cussing. What's that name? Chris Berman called him Rasputin. It seemed like every year they was gonna fire Wayne Fonts. The Lions would get on a 6 or 7 game winning streak to save his job. Oh my God, he suffered through all that. Being a Lions fan is not being a Vietnam vet, man. It ain't that bad.
Stop it. Look, oh no.
Come on. Like, see, that's why I'm not gonna go downtown when we do win a Super Bowl, because there's some people that might feel like that. Like, I don't want to be nowhere near y'all in y'all joy. Y'all gonna cut up. I say yay from what.
If the Lions ever do make it to the Super Bowl in my lifetime of living, I don't want to be nowhere near Ford Field, period. Downtown.
Don't let it be a home game.
Period. I don't want to be nowhere near.
Could you imagine it's a home game downtown and they win?
Yeah.
I don't want to be. Ain't nobody going to work for the next 2 days. They're going to be down there still drinking.
Right. I don't want to be nowhere near that at all.
I'm with you. But just like Tampa Bay used to suck, New Orleans used to suck, eventually they'll win.
What do they call it when you go to like the parking lot and then you
tailgate?
Tailgate. I'm gonna have a tailgate in my own goddamn driveway. I ain't gonna hold up. I'm a tailgate in my own driveway. I'm not going downtown. Shit. At all.
Well, 91 was the Mike Utley year when he got hurt, and they focused try to win for him. Then they lost to eventual champ Washington.
Who are we talking about?
The Lions. In 91, they had made it to the conference finals because Mike Utley had got paralyzed, and they rallied behind that and won the rest of their games and made it to the conference finals against Washington. I think Mark Ripken was the quarterback. They had a better team, and there's only so much emotion can do when you had Joe Gibbs and the system he had in place, and they ran over the Lions, and they won Super Bowl. But that's the closest we had to being looking at Super Bowl, 91.
Well, that was before my time, so I can't speak on that.
You were born.
I was born. But I definitely won't watch no damn football. I'm going to tell you that. Not in 91. Football. Look, not in 91, Lord.
That's when people actually got hit in the mouth. And a quarterback was not what it is now, where you got to wrap him up like a baby and put him on the ground. You could actually hit that man and hurt him, and it was legal.
Well, yeah, you know, that's how I became familiar with my guy that you had me recollect, Romanowski. Oh! Let me tell you something. Washington might lose. Okay, now.
Oh.
Listen.
Well, Oregon would probably take their spot.
Okay. For a minute, it was looking real bad. Like in the first
I want everybody to win out. I want to see all undefeateds.
Of course, we know that.
They got a chance.
I don't want that, America. I know, me too. Look, me, you, and Jerome. He said here, text me, what you looking at? The game? He said, me too. Listen, this is a good game, Jeff. You might want to put that on. Now.
It's Pac-12.
Now, you know what's so funny? Each team have their own little celebration like thing, right? Yeah. I just looked over this. They didn't got some hoist thing with a shoe on it. And I'm like, what do you do with the shoe? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. They come up with so much routine stuff.
Right. I'm like, okay.
It's crazy. Crazy. Well, this weekend we'll see who's still vying for the number 2 seed. And if my dream of undefeated playoff scenario play out, or tonight it get crushed.
It's gonna get crushed, Jeff. Oh, maybe not, Jeff.
See, you've been hate all your life.
Hold on. They said not yet.
I think that'd be worth.
Hold up, I'll be quiet.
Undefeated.
Look, they might have heard me, Lord.
I think everybody watched 4 undefeated playing in the playoff for the title.
Oh my Lord, just that. Oh Lord.
Man, like you got money on the game.
Okay, that's how invested I be. Like you right, but this is why I don't bet because, and I just had this debate. It wasn't even a debate; it was a discussion with this guy at work. Football is too unpredictable for me. Like if I did ever choose to bet on sports, it can't be football. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I bet it once. My friend Fred, he ain't here no more. He's like, I'm gonna make sure you never gamble again. 95 Yankees, Braves. Braves 100-something wins. They got this in the bag. $5 bet. And them jokers lost. This dude walked his ass to the corner store, bought a 40-ounce, and drunk it in my face. Your $5 sure do taste good. I was steaming. Like, I ain't betting ever again. I want to punch you in the face.
Football is just any little thing can happen at any given moment.
You gotta be focused.
Okay, wait a minute, John. What John just said? He stepped out. He was inbound.
Came back in.
But what that mean?
If you step out, come back in, you're not eligible
to catch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Because you got someone else have to catch the ball because you're reestablishing that you back in the field of play.
It's too many damn rules, Lord.
But you watch football.
It's too many rules.
So I'm like, I've been around this girl all my life. I remember her in the room, like, come on, so and so. Like, I remember her yelling no TVs. What's she got to watch the game?
I know. Again, before 98, this wasn't my life. But as it relates to college football, like I told you, I really just in the last 4 years, 4 or 5 years, been really like trying to watch college football only because I looked up at one point in the NFL and I ain't know none of them players. I was like, who the fuck is this?
I had to start learning stats and players in high school. That's how my cousin communicated. He'd come down with the sports paper. You see so-and-so going pro? Like, who?
Right.
Who's from Henry Ford? I'm talking about football, basketball. Like, this dude really into the damn stats. Had to learn it. And that lasted for a few years before he kind of ventured away from sports like that.
Well, I'm not even one to say I'm trying to be no statistician. That ain't even what I want. I can't even keep up with my life. I can't keep up with your yards, your plays, your downs, your catches, your this, your that.
I used to watch it so much where, ESPN do those brackets. I say maybe like 9 years ago, I came close twice to winning. I had picked everybody but one team lost and messed up my Final Four. I'm mad as hell.
Well, I be doing the mock draft, and I'm gonna tell you what. Not last year, but the year before last, I sucked horribly. Period.
I mean, hell, me and him would have probably had an interesting sports show back then because he was a diehard Lakers fan, and a diehard Jordan fan. So already we was beefing. I ain't like the Lakers back then. And I was more offended that I found out Magic was from Michigan. That clown never said nothing. Like, wait a minute.
What do you mean he never said nothing? What do you mean?
He never said he was from Michigan. All the interviews I watched that dude, he didn't start talking Michigan until you start seeing it became more cool. When Jalen Rose started doing media, like, I'm from Detroit, I'm from here. I'm like, you would have never known he was from here. He never said nothing.
Well, I guess that's true because I didn't really understand. I didn't know that until I watched that special that was on HBO.
And he won a title for Michigan State. Like, you don't be saying nothing about Michigan State or Michigan. Like, you just disavowed us like we stank or something.
Look, Jonathan, they let them get the ball. I thought he said he wasn't eligible.
Yeah, 7. I'm talking about when he was a Laker.
Look, it's too many different conversations. Listen, people, we got to wrap up because first of all, I got to go to work, and secondly, I'm gonna be watching this game. So,
ain't the game over with?
No, we still got 5 minutes and some change in the third quarter.
Don't you gotta go to bed?
But that's gonna be hard for me to go to bed. But it's hard for me to.
Whoa.
Listen, it's too many conversations happening at one time.
You know, we can't go past the hour, Jeff. I gotta go to work.
Right.
But then
I'm about to lay down.
Put the game on. It's 5 minutes. You ain't gonna be rushing our show.
Listen,
sports, man. What you doing?
Let me tell you something. I'm about to lay down and let the sports watch me.
No, that fake news. Your ass gonna be
listen, and I'm gonna let the sports watch me, and I'm gonna let one ear hear the TV.
Gonna hear pick six. What?
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen.
All right. Stop lying.
That's what's gonna happen. I ain't lying.
Up here, we gotta get done with this show. This
look, John say he going back to the game. The people say they got to go back to the game. Nah,
this is more important.
I ain't mad, people.
I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let people know or reshare it. She ain't going to sleep for all that. Let's get off the show. Hurry up. Come on. You got one more time to try to rush get off this show.
Listen, I was trying to have
water balloon with your name on it.
I was trying to have some humility about it, but it just it didn't work. It didn't work.
Lions, get your priorities in order.
I'm gonna do better next time.
Till next time, everybody.
Peace.